Welcome to the Rio Asia Pacific Round 9 race. We are underway and it is very cloudy. I don't know. Yeah, it might be raining in a couple of minutes as the qualifying timer says that we can expect light rain in 29 minutes. Not a lot of drivers here, only 11. So most people will get points this race. All of them actually, if they finish. I am here alone in the commentator booth, but we might see someone else join later.
Hello.
We're underway. You should join the race. Okay. 10 minutes left in qualifying. We get the first green sector from Pro Bono. He will probably be the person who I expect to go to pull us, although Kuhan has also been fast, just like Chroma and Ben. 3, 4 very fast drivers who can all set at impressive times, but don't forget Play Games, the driver who joined last race and won immediately. Pro Bono with the fastest sector 1 goes purple. Nothing too crazy going on track. Everyone just setting their lap times. I think Pro Bono will still be the fastest as he enters. He does run a little wide in the end of sector 2, so Kuhan will have the fastest sector 2. He goes purple. No one does improve on that. At least not yet. Although Ben takes that fastest sector 2 from Kuhan now, he's purple, is one of the faster drivers as well. Kuhan will be the first one to cross the line and then the Pro Bono. Let's see. He started off with a 36.2. Pro Bono slots it into P4. Sussy P3, Black Serpent P2, Among Us P5. Ben goes to pole with a 35.6. Play games, then P2 with a 36.1 and Reggie P7. Then next over the line will be Geo. Goes to P8 and then Dust will be starting his lap, and that will be everyone. Though we still have Chroma in the back. And goes P4. No one. Oh yeah, wait. Dust is on his lap. Let's look on board as he goes for his. He hits the wall and gets a slight bump. This won't be a great lap for him. Probably not much higher than P5, I'd guess.
Oh, it goes white here as well. So it's probably gonna be a very bad lap. So he will have to do another one.
Yeah, he has 6 minutes, so he can still do 2 more hot laps on fresh tires.
And a lot of people are starting their new lap now, with especially Kuhan and Sassy Imposter. Let's see if they can improve in Sector 1 and maybe challenge Ben, like Thomas, for the pole.
Dust goes 10th, yeah, very expected for that.
Well, We still have a few laps left. Kuhan goes green in the first sector. While we see Sassy also improves.
MJ! MJ joins
Let's go.
on time. He's
Contender for the win.
win contender. Surely he can maybe make 2 full hot laps. Yeah, he could if he wanted to.
Oh, Kuhan goes purple in sector 2.
Oh yeah,
Maybe he can go
nice
in pole.
improvement. Ooh, takes that very nicely.
Let's see if he nails
Ooh,
the
little
hairpin.
wide, but gets a decent exit. Not too special, but
Sassy and Regional both go red in second sector, so it doesn't look good for them.
will Kuhan take the P2 or even go to pole with his time? What will he do? He improves, but only slightly. I think that hairpin might have done it for him. Could have probably lost the 10th there. Sussy goes to P4.
Now Amogus, Sassy Imposter, goes over the line.
P7. Very close behind to Black Serpent, only a 10th. As we watch with MJ, who will be starting his first lap. Bit in the traffic for Ben as MJ hits the wall. And gets a bump.
MJ driving like a true goat.
Yeah. Only MJ.
Yeah. Oh, Regional is in one way. Okay.
Oh, he overshot it.
Yeah. Poor guy. And who is on a lap? Nobody so
No
far.
one's on a lap, I think. Yeah.
Oh, Kuhan.
Kuhan again?
Oh, no, it's out
No.
lap, sadly.
I think... Oh, Dust. Yeah, Dust. Let's see. Really needs an improvement. He's currently last. Would still grant him points because there's only 12 drivers.
Let's
see.
Play games with a red first sector.
Yeah,
he goes a bit wide. So
play games. The best he could do, I think, is trying to secure that P2. And Kuhan, I think he can't go for that pole. It's a very solid pole time here. Dust improves in both sectors. Wait, oh, play games goes purple in sector 2.
Oh.
Might we actually see someone contend for the pole? Dust is slightly lagging from his side as he crosses the penultimate corners and then through the last chicane. Over the line, will he go to P10, P8, P5?
Ooh. And straight to play games, who was purple in the last sector. Gets that.
Oh, goes wide.
Goes wide. Oh.
That loses you, I think, 10th.
Yeah.
Didn't go that wide, but still a bit.
Does he improve?
He does improve, but not enough. Kuhan does have a bit more difficult job on his hands now that he improved by 1.5. As we get Gio, who says that Kuhan blocked him.
The only one on the lap currently are Amogus, Sassy Imposter, and Reggie. Reggie is meanwhile green.
Reggie is currently 10th with a 0.13 difference to the leader. Gio really needs to... Ooh, really slow there from Reggie, and he goes wide.
Reggie goes very wide.
Gio really needs an improvement because he's nearly 2 seconds off the pace here, which is not great in any scenario.
Yeah, looks like Amogus, Sassy Imposter won't improve to red sectors. And about to finish his lap. He maybe could have reset a bit ago and maybe go for another one, but well, that's either last lap or he will continue this one on older tires.
As the rain has moved from being 20 minutes away to 30 minutes away.
Oh, Reggie went wide in the last corner. What
Don't
will his
think
time be?
he will improve much on this. No, he
Oh,
will
he
not improve.
didn't.
I'm surprised
He
that Pro Bono is all the way in P9. Pretty far behind. As MJ is setting his first green sector. Reggie's continuing his lap, trying to see if he can gain a few more tenths. A few more tenths gained would mean he goes to P7 instead of P10.
MJ doing a lot of lifting in his laps. I don't think that will be a good lap.
Why is MJ on... why why is he on hards?
I have no idea. Now Sassy Imposter and Pro Bono is going on a lap.
Everyone besides MJ is on softs.
Yeah.
I don't know what MJ has planned for this qualifying session.
He's going pole now, I can already tell you. Easy. What place will it be for him?
P12.
What a goated lap. Oh, at least corner one. That was nice.
Let's see, is there anyone on their way to improve? Yeah, Kuhan.
And
Ooh,
Black Serpent.
barely misses
Ooh.
out on P2.
Black Serpent also on the lap.
Geo goes straight into the wall.
Oh.
Black Serpent through the final
can Sassy
hairpin.
Imposter improve?
Ooh, goes wide though.
Oh. Sassy Imposter only with a small improvement. He will stay in P4. Now we are gonna look at Black Serpent, who's about to cross the line after these final corners. Followed by...
Play games.
Yes.
Play games improves his lap time. Not enough
Right,
to get
excellent.
pole, but still a good lap for him. And then MJ. He enters sector 3. Pro Bono first will be crossing the line. Still P9. Very far off the pace. He can gain one position easily, but the rest will have much time. Oh, P5. That is a well needed improvement for him. And as we have MJ.
MJ, the true GOAT. Going into these final corners. Going into the wall and ending the qualifying. Let's go. Tragedy has stuck. Well, we will have Ben Likes Thomas on pole, followed by Play Games and Kuhan on the second row. So, Karsten,
Yes.
who will win out of your...
Ooh, I think it will be Ben or Play Games who I think will win. But we might see a strong contention from this MJ RB5 guy.
Yeah, I know, right? He's the true GOAT. He will always win. Andy
slotting out in the back.
And here's the start. Oh, Black Serpent with a very slow start.
Everyone makes the first turns nicely without corner cutting.
Yeah. MJ already gaining one position. We know he's got the win in his pocket already.
Yeah. Very strong entry from MJ. Only 3 seconds behind. Just lost 5/10 in the first 3 corners. Nothing too bad. He can't make back up. I think Black Serpent has made another mistake. He's already 5/10 behind among us. Imposter 2 sets purple, most improved from the start. Let's see. Nothing special. Play Games has a slight margin towards Ben and then Ben towards Sussy. Kuhan fell back a little bit. He was third, now fifth on 2 seconds. It really looks like Play Games has that extra bit of pace, that consistency that Ben doesn't have. Ben had a good lap time in quali, but I don't think he will be able to keep up with it in the race. Kuan loses another position to Mjellington in P5. And then we have Black Serpent and MJ shuffling places for the last position, currently 7 seconds behind. Let's look at the tires. Most people are on softs, although we have Geo on hards, Black Serpent. Oh, MJ is on mediums, Reggie is on mediums, Dusty and Kuhan are all on mediums. That's probably why Kuhan is losing a lot of time, as he went for the medium tire instead of the soft tire like most people did in the first stint.
And as we see, MJ already fell back to play P12. He
But
will make a great comeback.
what I'm
I can
thinking is the
totally see
people
it.
who went to the mediums and to the hards are doing this because they know that rain is gonna come in 24 minutes.
Ooh.
And those softs will have been completely worn out by then, and they will be forced to make another pit stop. Those mediums and hards by that time will still be able to compete slightly, and maybe go to the wet tires instead of another set of dry tires before that. So we will see how it will play out and if the rain actually comes or not.
Ooh, the rain has indeed a very
Can impact this
is a
race
very
in a
hard
very
factor.
big
Yeah.
way. Yeah, yeah.
But we will see. Like we have Juan, Dustizzle, Regional, and MJ on the mediums, and Gio on the hards. So maybe they can hope for the rain and
As
get
we know,
a very big advantage for
these
that.
soft tires will probably die in 6 to 7 laps. 6 laps will be 9 minutes, and the rain will be here in 23. So I think mediums weren't even a good strategy. I think the hards were the best option if you're going for um, waiting for the rain.
But we will see. We don't know when, if, or when the rain even hits. Maybe it will even come too late. So in the late stages of race, where the mediums are already worn out, and then you can't really improve on them. But it looks like Play Games is in the lead of the race, actually by quite a margin, 2 seconds, which he can hopefully pull away from Ben Likes Thomas and bring the win home if no rain comes.
Yeah, Play Games has already made a 1.9 second gap towards Ben. Clearly, he has that extra bit of pace in the race stages. Only on the third lap currently, but still very far to go. I think the pace between these few drivers is very distant, as Ben and Play Games are on are much faster than the others from this, and Play Games is even faster than ever. As Play Games corner cuts turn 2, he will lose 5 tenths, I think, from that. He breaks now for turn 3, and yes, he does. 1.5 seconds behind is the gap. Ben like Thomas still carrying Sussy and Pro Bono with him. They are on a 1.2 second range from him.
Yeah, maybe Ben Likes Thomas can catch Play Games. He's about to get into the slipstream. 1.5 should be the. Oh, he goes wide. Oh, should be the margin to get into the slipstream.
Yeah, Ben
The
has to
effective
do a
slipstream.
pretty good sector 2 here if he wants to get that sector 3 slipstream, which will not help him too much, as we've seen that the slipstream here gets cancelled out pretty quickly from dirty air.
Yeah, especially in those curvy sector 2. So we will see. He needs to drive a very good lap for him to catch up. As MJ is currently 16.5 seconds behind, doing very great, losing 4 seconds per lap. That is a very good performance from him. As the rain gets currently set back to 30 minutes. So, yeah, doesn't look good for the medium drivers as MJ corner cuts the last corner. And Let's see if Ben Likes Thomas can catch play games on the next lap. He's currently 1.8 behind, followed by Sassy Imposter with 2.9 seconds behind play games. While Ben Likes Thomas, corner cut, the first corner, is gonna lose out on the close range to play games. And Sassy Imposter is maybe gonna see the chance to overtake Ben Likes Thomas now, followed right close by Pro Boner. But right now we have a nice three-way fight for P2, and also a very nice fight for P5 between Chroma, Magnolia, and Kuan, who are trying to maybe even catch up back to Pro Bono, but it doesn't look good for them. Well, Play Games is easily pulling away from the field now and having a comfortable lead of 2.5 seconds. But if he does this mistake, Ben will easily be able to catch up.
Kuan loses another position now together with his teammate in P6 and P7. I think everyone who started on the medium should be looking for a medium to soft strategy for the end of the race.
Nice little two-stop. Especially since the pit lane isn't too long around here compared to other tracks.
MJ having struggles with his car. I think Play Games made another mistake for turn 1. It looked like that, but I think I saw it wrong. He's still 2.5 seconds ahead and extends that gap. Nothing too much going on besides that Pro Bono has closed in on Ben for the fight for P2. Let's see what's happening there. If it's a freeway fight between Sussy Imposter, Pro Bono, and Ben for that P2 position, if they hold up each other for too long, they might lose even more time. I think. Oh, Ben corner cuts in the first hairpin there.
Oh, he corner cuts again.
That
He's
makes him
gonna
go from
lose.
P2 to P4.
Sassy Imposter goes a bit wide there. And yeah, with them making these many mistakes, they lose out on the closeness they had to Play Games. It was like 1.7 seconds, like 2
Jannington
laps ago,
in
but they lost that.
P6 is really struggling. He's on the softs, but he can't get past Kuhan and Dust behind, who aren't on the medium tires. He's had difficulties, I'd say, with play game spits lap 6, which is
Already.
an insane undercut.
Oh, Pro Bono pits as well.
Propono goes in.
Play
They
Games
go to
with a
the
nice pit stop.
hards. His
Pro
play
Bono
games.
also with a nice pit stop going onto the hard as well. So we can expect a very, very undercut strategy, very good undercut strategy from Play Games and Pro Bono.
They are both in last. Oh well, they're
Still
still in
ahead of
front of
MJ.
MJ, who is charging from the back. With incredible pace, he soars through the field. So now the fight for the lead is just between Sussy and Ben, but we still have to look at Play Games, who's 14 seconds behind. How much will he gain in these next few laps? We know that the pit stop takes about 17 seconds.
Both of those being followed and chased by the two Scuderia squadron drivers, Kuhan and Dust, which
Yeah.
are being followed by Chroma, Magnola, who's currently struggling on the softs, driving against two medium drivers, while Dust goes wide and maybe will be overtaken. Yes, he will be overtaken now. Into the hairpin, while Chroma Magnolia is lagging real badly. On the forecast it says 25 minutes to rain, but that will be seen, as it said that before as well. And then it will move back. The weather forecast this year very good, just like the average one. Not reliable as
Well, I
usual.
think Ben made Ben corner cut it in turn 2. Black
Black
Serpent
Serpent Pit.
bits. He is on the soft tires at the moment. What will he? I think he will go to the hards as well as the people before him have done. He does. Pro Bono struggling, as we see from Seb. Although he might be struggling, he's still gaining 16.5 seconds. Currently, play games would have a margin of 4, maybe even 5 seconds if they pit. No one making any mistakes here up front. Let's go look at the battle for P3. It's between Kuhan, Dust, Myanington, and Reggie. All 4 of them in a slight train and charging towards P1. Slowly and surely they are gaining more time, but I'm expecting Ben and Sussy to pit this lap. They're probably going in and they will be 1.5 seconds behind Pro Bono and 6 seconds behind Play Games. Let's look on board. Both go in the pit on full speed. Where will they go? Will they have a good pit stop? Let's see.
Roma also goes into the pit lane.
Yeah, he really had to. He was on the softs as well. Both
Oh,
go
he
to the
missed the pit.
mediums. Yep, that's the best strategy for them. Among Us Imposter 2 also goes in. He goes to the mediums as well.
As we have the provisional leaders, Dust and Kuhan, fight on those old mediums that are also going to slowly die while they're being chased by Regional and Play Games, who is already pit. And now has overtaken Geo for the lead.
How is MJ so good at pit stops?
The only thing he's good at. MJ with a comfortable margin of 37
70
seconds.
seconds, yes.
Yes.
Play
It will be
games, as
unheard.
expected, is 6 seconds ahead of Sussy. We have to look at those fights. And 2 seconds ahead is Pro Bono. They will probably close into Pro Bono very quickly, as that margin will be reduced on the newer tires. And because of just more pace, having 2 drivers with each other can grant you making a mistake, but still not losing any time at all. But Play Games is a little far ahead. They really need to put in some solid work to get back to Play Games.
So the only people that still have to pit are Dustizzle, Kuhan, Regional, and last but not least, Geo F1.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's see how the alternative strat is going to work out for them compared to the rest of the grid. Play Games is really catching up quite fast, and those fresh hards on Dustizzle only 3.8 seconds behind. That will change for the second corner as well. 3.7 now, so we will see a lead change relatively soon. We don't really have fights right now. Pro Bono is trying to get past Geo, who's on his old tires, so that should go by pretty fast. Followed by Ben, who's 0.7 seconds behind, and Sassy Imposter, who is 7 seconds from Ben behind. Geo is going wide there.
Oh, it's
Nothing.
raining!
It's going to rain.
It
Oh, it's
rains!
raining?
It's raining!
It's raining. Oh, those medium tires of Dustizzle and Kuhan can now have really big impact. Oh my god. What a master strat by them. Holy. It's raining. They really played the strategy here. Oh god, the rain is really bad. I can see how wide they're going. It could be wet weather. What did you say, Carsten?
I think this is full wet weather. Yeah.
Look at how wide they're going. Pit, pit, pit. should be the call here. Or maybe even staying out once. I'd say go on to the wets. And they're all going to pit. Can Dustizzle and Kuan pull a mastery on those mediums? That would have been big rain. And MJ, unlucky for him, he pit one lap ago.
Play game stops again. They're going to the inters. Let's see what's being. Everyone is going to the inters.
Oh, Gio is going on the wets.
Ooh, Gio on the wets. Will that be a mistake or an advantage? We
Chroma
will
is on
see.
mediums. He messed up.
Chroma is
on
still
the medium.
out. Oh
Oh,
my
he's
god.
still out.
And suddenly Kuhan and Dust are back in the fight for the lead.
Let's go. Oh, no, play games goes well.
Oh, play games completely overshoots turn 3. Yeah. It will really show who has practiced in these wet tire conditions.
Oh, this race has gone really exciting as we have a four-way fight for the lead with play. Oh, Chroma didn't pit yet. So a three-way fight. Oh, play games goes really wide there. Loses a second. That will be a very interesting race as Kuhan and Dust Tittle have bamboozled the strategy and are both in the lead now. And will maybe even get a double podium for Scuderia Squadron, as it looks right now. While Play Games is slowly chasing them down.
Yeah, Myeongdon is struggling on those medium tires, but he's not losing too much yet. The rain is still building up. But I think pitting now is the best choice, as it will probably stay wet for the next couple of laps at least. So these mediums will definitely lose you time in the long run. Ooh, yeah, he goes really slowly there. Let's look at Geo. Is he gaining or is he losing time? Let's look at the inter lap times. He's 13.7 behind. Let's follow if he gains or loses. Yeah, he's definitely losing time on those tires. Myanmar goes in on the mediums. He will. Um, yeah, Milton really had the worst strategy here. Goes out and he's currently P8. Goes for the fight in P9.
Yeah.
Geo in, so that will give him a free position. Currently P10 fighting for P8.
It looks like Play Games
Play
already put
games
past.
is already learning how to drive with these inters. But it really depends if Reggie and Pro Bono behind can gain, or if Play Games carries Kuhan. Oh, Kuhan hits the wall, I think. Yeah, does Kuhan and can Kuhan and Dust actually stay with Play Games and gain, or will Reggie and Pro Bono close in slowly? Reggie is alone driving, so he will not have any slipstream. So I don't think Reggie can close up that gap rather
But
too soon. As we already saw before it started raining, Reggie was around 2 seconds behind, and then you're outside of that slipstream range. And oh, Kuan goes really wide on the exit of the hairpin.
either way, they have had a master strategy this time, and can maybe, if they can keep up with Play Games, Kuhan is currently struggling and maybe even getting out of slipstream, but maybe they can get a double podium for their team, which would mean great points for them and a great result overall.
As we I don't expect, unless it stops raining, we will not get another pit stop because it started raining at lap 9 or 10. So that pit stop will probably not gain you enough. Although the pit stop might be fast, we will have to wait and see, as we haven't had rain in a long time in any division actually. Kuhan will be outside of the slipstream range very shortly. He's 1.4 behind Dust. 1.5. Yes, he does lose it. With currently Kuhan will be gaining in the championship as the people behind him, Chroma P10, Ben P5, and Pro Bono P6 will be losing a little bit of points to him. Reggie still 5.2 seconds. Reggie's pretty consistent. Looks like he can follow the pace, unlike Kuhan. Although when I said that he loses a second somehow, I don't know how or what happened. Might have corner cut it.
We have a nice fight for P5 right now going on between Ben Likes Thomas and Pro Bono. They're currently maybe even chasing down Regional. They're in that 2-second margin. Maybe they can get closer.
Reggie in chat, he says wet, which
Oh,
which is oh, he meant wet as in the weather.
well, it looks like Play Games is going to pull away from Dust Dizzle, leaving him and Kuhan behind. Kuhan already fell out of the slip. Dust Dizzle is close to it, but probably will fall out due to the dirty air in those Sector 2 corners.
Yeah, Play Games with, of course, well, not of course, but looks like he had a little bit more of practice and mastered the track slightly more than the other drivers here. So getting used to those inters took a few laps, but then he already got back onto pace with it.
But Dust isn't losing too much. Never mind, he just lost 3/10 in one corner. And it looks like Play Games is going to be able to pull away.
Yeah, it's 1.8. He is out of that slipstream range.
Meanwhile, maybe Ben Likes Thomas can catch up to Reginald. It is 1.8 seconds is the gap between those two drivers. Maybe Ben Likes Thomas can.
Oh,
and
Dust is lagging a lot. He was stationary on track.
Oh god.
I hope his connection won't lose him. That would be very unfortunate, because the team is looking for some solid points here.
Indeed.
Kuhan now in the slipstream range of Dust Dizzle. Will he be able to gain back and open a gap to Reggie a little bit so Reggie won't get close?
Master strategy of their team, not allowing Reggie to get close.
Yeah, 4 seconds still.
Oh, I think
the rain just got heavier.
And I think Play Games just corner cut. The gap went down from 3.5 to 2.8 for a second. But I don't think Dust and Kuhan will be able to catch Play Games. Play Games is very comfortable around that track. And he's gaining rapidly on them.
MJ is the driving weather report for us.
It's so true.
Kuhan is still losing time towards Reggie. Let's look at the gap between you. 3.8 seconds. Yes, he is.
See, Karsten, I told you, it will be over 70 seconds he will be behind here. He's already 1 minute behind. As currently, Ben is 1.5 seconds behind Regional. Can he catch him?
Pro
and
Bono
maybe even get
and
into the
Ben.
slip?
Yeah, they really need to catch him if they want to have any chance of continuing their championship hopes in this race. Because Kuhan will gain 6 or 7 points to them currently.
Nice strategy from Kuhan and Dust. That really made the race interesting.
Yeah, that medium strategy really finished it up for them, because they didn't look like they would have had the pace on those softs and either way. So those mediums and a bit of luck came into their save.
It's right now, currently, Ben is in the slipstream range.
I think the rain decreased. It's dry. It's dry.
Oh. Can we see maybe a new pit stop?
We will see another pit stop.
Oh, Geo pits? I think that's way too early.
That's too early.
Yeah, his race was sadly ruined by the rain, and it's now going to get worse. since he pits way too early.
So the
Maybe
rain.
MJ can even overtake him.
Here comes MJ, blasting down the second to last straight. But MJ goes in the pits as well.
Okay. MJ getting a point this race, this team really need. But as we see, Ben likes Thomas having caught up to Reggie, now sitting in his slipstream. Pro Bono sadly lost out on Ben, so it's only Ben chasing Reggie.
Let's see what will happen. Will Play Games pit or will we stay out on these tires? I think if you pit now, you will either be looking at the hard tires, or maybe the medium tires.
Oh, Play Games pit.
Kuhan and Dust stay out. Let's see what will happen.
Maybe they both can gain on him with not pitting. Reggie also goes in. Ben stays out. Pro Bono goes in. So we will probably see a position change in the next round, in the next lap, when they also will pit. Sassy and Black Serpent as pit as well. They are going onto the hards. Sassy Imposter goes onto the hards. Pro Bono goes onto the mediums. Reggie goes onto the mediums and Play Games on the hards. Maybe Reggie can catch Play Games, but the distance between them is still very far with 8 seconds.
Let's see. Play Games. Will he be gaining time? That's very important to look at. Will he be gaining a lot or will he be gaining slightly? Is the question. He is
Oh, he's
gaining.
gaining quickly.
Yep, he's gaining a few tenths every now and then.
Yeah, but maybe that just has to do with his overall pace being very good on this track. Getting a lot of practice in. While, oh god, Kuhan goes a bit wide there.
Kuhan and Dust would professionally be still in P2 and P3 as Ben still has to pit, and they will be in front of Reggie, who is gaining on them.
How many seconds is a pit again?
Around
Well,
17 seconds.
so they really need to get their pit right.
Yeah.
While Play Games looks like is going to solidly win this race.
Kuhan and Dust both shoot in the pit lane. Oh, Dust missed his pit box!
No! No, Dust! No!
Dust completely missed it. Oh, Ben also missed it.
Oh god. Is Dust going to lose the position? It looks like
Oh,
it.
Dust is so far behind.
Oh god.
Dust lost
Kuhan.
about 4 seconds. No, more, because Ben also lost time. Oh my god. It's 4 seconds. It's 5 seconds. He lost 5 seconds.
Oh god.
Now, Kuhan, 1 lap, newer mediums, really has to go on the pace to get rid of Reggie. Reggie's 1.2 seconds behind.
Maybe he can lose him in this very cornery sector 2 that is about to come. That maybe he can get him out of the slip range.
Let's look at the in-between gap, 1.1, 1.2.
Is it growing? Yes, it is.
Yeah, the spray is minimal. This is under 5% wet, I think. Yeah, anyone still on the wet tires? No, everyone has pitted in this point of the race. So currently we will be looking at ending the race on these tires unless you went to the soft like Miannington, who went to the soft tires. I don't think that is a very good idea. Let's see if anyone went to the hards. Play Games went to the hards. And Sussy Imposter also went to the hards. And then Among Us, Geo and MJ. Kuhan's gap still 1.2, but he will be chased down on this straight. Dust has gained back massively in terms of time. He has gotten rid of Ben already slightly. He is 8 tenths behind Pro Bono. Pro Bono catching Reggie. It's not over for Dust.
Maybe he can go back into these very important podium positions.
Of course, with that 1 lap newer tires, might not sound like a lot, but it can gain you a lot of time. from my own
Espe-
experience, last race in America, I was on 2 laps. I gained 3 seconds with 1 lap newer tires.
Especially in those ending laps when those tires are about to die, it makes it, especially as well, a very big difference.
Yeah, those last 4 laps will be very interesting, as those newer tires can play a big difference. Because
Oh, Pro Bono goes very wide there. I think with a bit of a controller issue there. Dust is now really close
oh
on
yeah,
him.
Dust is on him. Dust will overtake him for it and be
And,
right behind Reggie. Reggie 2.3 behind.
and Dust still makes a great comeback from his pit box failure that he missed. That is a very nice recovery from him.
Yeah, Kuhan 6.3 behind Play Games.
Oh, Dust goes for the dive bomb.
Ben Likes
And
Thomas is not gaining on Pro Bono, which is quite concerning for him, as he is still in the championship contention. So he really has to get it gaining, but 2.5 seconds is not where he wants to be. 2.5 seconds behind. He has to close up the gap by at least a second.
Pro Bono into the first corner. Is he going to overtake him? Yes, Pro Bono in provisional P3 right now. It's a very nice fight for the last podium spot.
Kuhan has great pace. He extended the gap from 2.3 to 2.8, so the fight behind him might have helped with that. And he also closed the gap in front by 2 tenths, which is good, but it's not nearly enough.
Especially since he's on the fresher tires currently. Those tires will
And
wear
Play
out
Games is
even
on the
more.
hards. Remember
Exactly.
that. So
Yeah, it looks like Play Games is going to take the victory if no big mistakes from him are going to happen.
unless it rains and he gets it wrong in the rain, but I don't think we will see more rain in this race. Still overcast though, so anything can happen. Reggie got a slight bump in turn 12.
Good. But that's not the only fight going on. There's also a fight for P9 between Black Serpent and the Mogus Sassy Imposter going on. Getting these few more points.
Yeah, still like P10 is 4 points if I remember correctly, and P9
Exactly.
is 5 or 6.
Yes. So more points is always better. This position can be really good for them.
Pro Bono catching Kuhan now again. Although Kuhan is also catching Play Games, you can really see it though. Those medium tires still gain you enough, even though Play Games has the better pace overall. Ben
Oh,
Like
Ben
Thomas is in
pits.
again.
Why does he pit? What?
He said, "I got an idea." Is he going for fastest lap? Is that his plan?
Oh, maybe to catch Sassy and Chroma again. Oh, I see.
I'm not really sure what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's going to. He will go for the fastest lap, but can he even catch back Sassy in that time?
Yeah, okay. Pro Bono 2.1. Kuhan is not gaining nearly enough. Those 3 people hunting him behind will threaten him soon but surely. The best thing for him is just to keep steady and keep this gap for as long as possible, so that people behind their tires get older and older. So that advantage of having 1 lap newer tires will get only. Play Games is frozen on track! Play Games is frozen! Play Games disconnects!
Oh my god, Play Games disconnected! And the race is open again!
Kuhan is
He
leading the
took the lead.
race!
Wuhan for the win here. The fresh Penguin driver for the win. Being chased by Pro Bono and Dust Sizzle.
Kuhan is leading the race! We have a 4-way fight soon for the race win!
And it will be a very nice fight. Will those late pit from a few drivers?
Does
Two pit
Dust have
late
a win
drivers.
on his name? I don't think he does, right?
No, he doesn't.
This can be Dust his opportunity to claim his first win in FRL.
That
I
would be a
believe.
great celebration. And don't forget, Dust is on those fresher tires, I think, right? So that can make a difference in the last few laps.
Yeah, Dust also knows fresher tires. That could play a role, but Kuan can keep the gap steady at 2.1. No threats behind. It's 14 seconds behind Reggie.
Oh,
So
2 seconds.
unless something else happens, he is secured of at least a P4 finish, which is still a great result. But Kuhan has to fight very hard for that P1 position. As MJ just overtook Play Games, and Play Games is now officially lost.
MJ gets one more point. Woo! We really deserve that. Damn. But is Ben Likes Thomas going to get the fastest lap out of Play Game's hand? He's only going green right now. Being blocked by Chroma, by Mia.
Ooh, Dust goes off track slightly. Pro Bono will be in front of him.
Oh, 1.7 only. The gap between those drivers. Oh,
Yeah,
they will catch Kuhan soon.
he really has to hope that he still has that gap where they're out of slipstream. Yes, 1.7 still.
But Reggie is losing on Dust Tizzle. Did he make a mistake?
Reggie, yeah, 1.3. Can Reggie keep up? Reggie
Oh, he goes
1.4.
wide. He goes wide. That is not very good for him. And he's losing out. But I think he's still in the slip a bit, right?
Only barely, but it won't. No, he's not. 1.5.
Oh, God. Oh, but he
Yep,
takes that
Reggie is
corner
off.
nicely.
Reggie's.
No,
Oh,
no, he's still in.
1.3?
Dust made a slight mistake into turn 1.
Oh, this is close. Oh, Pro
Oh,
Bono and Dust. Oh, that was really close. I think they might have actually hit the wall there, which will benefit. Yes, they both did. That will benefit Reggie 1 second now.
but
And that
they're
will.
still catching Kuhan.
Yeah, Reggie has to
1.9.
get a great sector 2 maybe, even. Because that dirty air will hold him off if he doesn't. Pro Bono
Pro Bono
again,
goes wide.
wide. Gio is in again. He's currently P10 and will stay P10.
But Kuhan clinging. Oh no, Dust hits the
Dust
bump.
gets the bump. Yeah. That will lose him a few tenths and will get Reggie back, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
9 tenths.
And now those slip range will be helping Reggie because Dust had unluckily in this bump. Reggie can get back maybe.
Yeah, 1.1 seconds and Dust is 4 tenths behind.
Oh, Reggie goes slightly wide there. But yeah, with Pro Bono and Dust keeping on doing those mistakes, Kuhan can keep this 2 second gap alive. Which he's clinging on to it. Not gonna lie.
Gio saying that he got a puncture
Oh.
in his tire.
Is that more points for MJ then?
Ooh, Kuan is extending the gap again. 2 seconds. It has
Yes.
went up. It was 2.2 seconds for a slight amount of time. As I say that, it's losing him time again. Dust and it's close between Dust and Reggie. 1.3 seconds. 1.4. Oh, it's not looking great for Reggie. Those new tires and Pro Bono just having slightly more pace will get Reggie out, I think. 1.5, 1.3. It's still close. Anything can still happen between those three. It really depends.
Don't forget that also Pro Bono and Dust Dizzle need to stop making those mistakes. They did like 2 mistakes both at the same time
Dust
and
goes
lost
slightly
out on
wide.
Kuhan. Which is why they couldn't catch him yet. Oh, Dust hits the wall there.
Pro Bono goes wide.
Yeah, and as I said, they lose out on Kuhan again. If they both can stop doing mistakes,
Pro
they
Bono
can both
really
catch.
wide. And that will get Reggie back in that slipstream. And Pro Bono's off track again. And Dust is off track.
Yeah, you see, that is Kuhan. That is keeping Kuhan alive, which Kuhan maybe can get the win. Dust goes wide a bit again. That is really helping Reggie, who is now in
8 tenths.
0.8.
1 second. 1 second.
1 second behind. He can maybe gain overall through the nice slipstream. Since Dust is now 2.3 behind Kuhan, even though
only 4 laps left in the race. This can be very exciting. Those tires are dropping off more and more. Reggie gained 4 tenths. Oh, Kuan made a mistake, I think. Yeah, Kuan
Kuhan made a mistake!
Kuan made a huge corner cut.
STSQ.
and it's a four-way fight for the lead now.
Four-way fight for the lead. Reggie needs to catch them if he wants to win this as fast as possible, or those three are going to pull away from him.
Either way, a great haul of points for the Scuderia Squadra team. Both they will probably not end lower than P3 and P4, which will give them around 30 points total.
Yeah, this medium stretch really helped them this race, especially with the rain coming in.
Kuan and Reggie losing a little bit of time. Both of them not keeping it too clean. Probably a little bit of stress from Kuhan as he just lost 2 seconds with that mistake earlier. Which and Geos is in the pit again.
Will MJ be able to overtake?
He goes for the 5 stopper.
Oh, and as we see, Ben actually caught back up to Sassy Imposter and Mia. So his try, he sadly didn't get the fastest lap, but it was worth a try.
I think Geo still believes that the qualifying hasn't ended yet. He is spitting for new softs again. Oh, Reggie is out. Yep, 1.9. He needs to rely on someone making a mistake the entire time. Oh, Kuan cuts it close, but he still remains there. Pro Bono leading. This can be very interesting. Reggie 2.1. Yeah, he's been struggling the entire time. Oh yeah, Reggie hits the wall. I think it's basically over for him. P4 is the best he can get looking at this. 2.5 seconds. Yeah, that probably sealed it. Especially because Kuan and Dust both got slipstream and will gain even more and not lose that gap. Kuan goes slightly wide though.
As we have some team orders in P10 and P11. Geo being told that he should lap by MJ. Because MJ eSport. While we have SCSQ, both of them chasing down Pro Bono. Pro Bono trying to drive away from them. And it looks good because they both have a gap to him. Dust made a mistake and it's now on
Pro Bono is getting away. This is not great for the both Scuderia Squadra cars. They were looking to get a win. It's now 1.1. They are entering the Sector 3 straights though, so they might still gain some time.
Yeah.
But they needed to keep it consistent through Sector 1 and Sector 2 especially.
And consistency wasn't very good for them the last few laps, so we will see how it will go. Dust in that 1 second slip. 1 second slip. Is he going to gain a slight amount? 0.98 now? 0.91? 0.86?
Oh, Pro Bono corner cuts! That's it! That's what he needed.
Corner cuts as well. Dust corner cuts as well though.
Oh no. Oh, Pro Bono's in the wall. Dust is in the wall. Both of them in the wall again. They are making too many mistakes.
Reggie 0.8 from Kuhan.
And Reggie is back in it. This is exactly what I've been talking about. Reggie is consistent, but he doesn't have enough pace, so he needs to rely on them making mistakes, and it happened again. All 3 of them make too many mistakes. Pro Bono and Dust hitting the wall and corner cutting. I don't know what happened to Kuhan exactly. Maybe just lack of pace, but...
skill issue.
Oh, Dust sending it. Pro Bono goes wide and gets a slight bump. 0.8 now. Reggie, 1 second.
Next lap. We have the final lap for this race. Oh, Dust Dizzle. What was that? He goes very wide there. And Kuhan overtakes him. Can Kuhan chase down Pro Bono for the lead?
It's raining!
Oh, what?
It's raining again!
Oh god, it will be a pure show of skill in these last few laps then. And the last lap. As we close down onto the finish line, into the last lap. Kuhan is slowly catching Pro Bono, 0.9 seconds behind. Slowly being followed by Dust Dizzle, 0.3 behind Kuhan, 0.85, 0.9. Is he going to be able to catch Pro Bono? Will the rain affect them in any way? It looks like a very slight rain, so I don't think it will have any big impact. As Dust goes for the dive, 0.9. What a great fight between our two divers in the same team. Juan and Dust trying to chase down Pro Bono, 0.9 seconds. Maybe they can catch up to them even more in this very good Sector 3, which will give you a lot of slipstream. Kuhan going
9
wide.
tenths is a lot.
But maybe if Pro Bono makes a mistake, they can maybe capitalize on it.
Yeah, I think that's the only way, really. It will now just be a fight between the two drivers for P2 and P3.
While Reggie sadly has lost the slip, and it's going to be P4 most likely for him.
Yeah, that's probably what he's looking at. Still a good result for him.
Yes. Coming into the chicane, into the hairpin now. Can he lap MJ?
MJ,
MJ, run! Run!
run Jay, run Jay.
They are chasing the penultimate corner. Can Pro Bono lag the bit there? Kuhan sadly can't catch him, I think.
And it will be a victory for Pro Bono here in Rio after a quite spectacular race. Kuan P2, TP2, Dust P3, Reggie P4. Great result for Scuderia
What a
Squadra.
nice double podium from them, from Scuderia Squad. As we go down the following order, regional in P4, Ben in P5, Sassy Imposter is going to be on P6, crossing the line now. Mia, or Chroma, as you might call him, in P7, crossing the line very slowly, very nicely. He ran out of fuel on the last few meters. Then Amogus in P8, followed by Black Serpent, who's going to enter the pits. And please, Gio, let MJ by. Keep ordering.
Black Serpent now crossing line P9, which is 4 points for, or 5 points I think for him. Geo is
Weaving.
is weaving, trying to lose a bit of time to MJ.
Engine failure when the sad thing is MJ still can't gain on him. Is Gio going to let MJ by? This is very important points for the championship.
Engine puncture.
Oh, and Gio is going to cross the line. What a betrayer. What a traitor. MJ going to finish in P11.
Gold!
Gold! He gets the Rio wall in honors of Dustin. And he's going to cross the line, ending this race with Pro Bono in P1, Kuhan and Dustizzle finishing off the podium in second and third place. That was a nice race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a pretty cool race. Pretty interesting tire strategies from everyone.
Yes, indeed.
And a well-driven race from all of them.
Apart from play games. Rip.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Well, thanks for watching, I guess, and we will see